Okay, I recently posted a status about me having an addiction. I actually have a couple addictions that a lot of people really don't know about. Well, some people know about some of them. But some of the addictions, the last one I will name off, I do not want nobody to think differently of me. And no, it's not porno. No, it's not gay shit. It's not nothing like that. So don't think anything like that. I just have a trouble of admitting this issue. The reason being is because the way I feel about things is from a male's point of view. I guess it's not from both perspectives, but I will explain the perspectives in different counter types of way that people can see the example of what's going on. Yes, I'm not feeling well today. Amber's over there laughing at me.
I am not.
And I haven't really admitted to myself that I've had a problem besides recently. I've been doing some, which is weird, and tanning beds. When I'm tanning, I do kind of these meditation things for my body and calm of mind, so that's came to my intents. But then I think the other day I've came up to where I'm just tired of having this issue and I need to get out of my body because that girl over there, every time I mention it, laughs at me. So
you're really making me sound like a bitch.
And no, she's not the B word. I guess it's something that's been put out to where people really don't know how to take care of it. So the first addiction that I have, and like I said, there's a lot of, well, before I get into the addictions, there's a lot of people that have certain addictions that they can't admit to. And so I'm actually kind of happy that I am getting these addictions offhand. The first addiction that people don't have is energy drinks, which that's kind of not really a rough addiction, and my addiction is Red Bull. I'm sorry, anybody can say that they're not addicted to Red Bull or Monsters and all this other shit, but I've known people to where they can drink 4 to 6 Monsters a day working. And me, I'm with the Red Bull to the point where I was at the point, 2 or 3 16 ounces a day, which it's cool because it helps me focus with work and everything like that, and everybody knows.
You put it in a small time frame of drinking.
Well, that too. Everybody knows that I do a lot of shit. I mean, I have a lot of careers. I do filming, I run a modeling thing, I run a photography thing. I do parkour, I do weightlifting, I do wrestling again, I do tattooing. So my life is very, very on much demand. And to be honest, when I very first started in a tattoo shop, I knew nothing about Red Bull. I knew somewhat about Monsters. Monsters have always had a dead end of it. And I really didn't get into Monsters that much, but when I needed to pep up, I drank a Monster. Well, me and my buddy Lambo one day decided we were going to get Red Bulls. To help us focus and stuff like that. I didn't really think nothing bad about it, so I started drinking them. It went from the 8 ounces to the 12 ounces to the 16 ounces, and so on and so forth. And then when it wasn't enough, then I went to 2 of them a day, which it's the same thing, I guess. Like I said, my addiction's not drugs or porn or any shit like that. I guess Red Bull is almost like a drug. I'm not saying it's the best thing to choose, but I need to space it out more, which I have been. I've been dropping it down to a 12 ounce every other day or every day. I've been drinking a lot of water too, so I'm trying to get rid of that situation. Another addiction, since we got bored with the Red Bull addiction, another addiction is when I focus on something that I really, really want to do, because I look at it in my life, I want to accomplish anything. Anything I put my mind to or I want to try, I want to do it. But when I do it, I want to do it to the fullest, no matter how many times I fail it, no matter how many times it sucks, this, that, and this. I keep doing it and doing it and doing it till I feel that I cannot do it anymore. That's why I kind of went from tattooing to filming to do this, do that, all kinds of stuff like that, that actually gives me some spark in my life that I look forward to. Not saying my relationship doesn't give me a spark, because it does. So does my kids. Those are the sparks of my life. But I like to accomplish things to where I don't want to be so old to where I look back at the time that I had and I'm like, well, fuck, what the hell did I do? I didn't accomplish anything. So that was kind of weird. I started later in age about that. Kind of just woke up one day and I'm like, well, fuck, I want to do this, this, and this, and I'm doing it. Not saying I'm the best at it. I'm still learning at a lot of shit that I'm doing, but that goes all with the things of starting with little steps and then into big steps. Not saying my stuff's going to go out to the world and affect anybody, blah, 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 blah. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm just looking forward to stuff accomplishing what I want to do. This third addiction is a lot of males have this addiction. They don't want to admit to it. And I want to talk about generations, because older generations, my generation, I'm 32, so my generation is a little bit different than the younger generation. I'm like the 16, 17-year-olds. I'm not talking bad about this addiction. It's a lot with males back more then. I mean, now too, it's a lot of females. But I recently, well, not recently, I guess, really just came to myself to explain that I have a sex addiction. Not a sex addiction to where I'm in a relationship and I go fuck 5, 6, 10 fucking girls when I'm in a relationship. No, it has nothing to do with that. The younger generation, and I have some friends that are younger, but like, don't take this in the wrong way with the younger generation, but the younger generation is wild about fucking sex. I'm fucking sorry. They will go fuck anything that moves. Even it's like fucking weird. It's like my generation and the younger generation fucking like flip-flopped. To where back then, you know, when I was like younger and shit, gosh, I'm sounding like my father. When I was like younger and shit, like, it wasn't all about fucking having sex and getting a girl and stuff like that. It was all about making the girl feel great and everything like that. And like, now that I'm with Amber, and yes, Amber's younger, I'm not saying she's under 18, so don't you fucks think like something bad or some shit like that and be like, oh, this guy's a fucking weirdo and all this shit, because it has nothing to do with that. I just have a sexual addiction to where me and Amber's relationship, not to get into a personal thing, where she calls the honeymoon phase or whatever, to where you're constantly at each other and then it kind of calms down and then it picks back up, it kind of calms down. Well, that calming down stage I fucking hate. It's not her fault, it's not my fault, it's just the calming stage. It makes me feel to where when you don't, in a relationship, when the guy don't give the girl the attention she has all the time and just shuts it off, and that one, and that one over there, it has been done too, and it drove her fucking insane, and she can probably not admit that it didn't drive her insane, but it did. I know it did, because she told me so. Well, when the guy shuts the attention off to the girl, it drives the girl crazy because it makes the girl feel unwanted. It's almost the same concept, and she's over there grinning her teeth and fucking sighing because I can hear it. It's almost the kind of concept with a guy. I'm not saying I use sex as just saying sex is just like a fucking thing. To me, that's not like, that's unmeaningful. Sex to, don't look at me. Sex to me, sex to me is like a powerful, intimate thing. It's a thing that you can share with each other to where, like, I like affection, I like to give affection, but that's the most affectionate thing to me. I mean, I know probably a lot of people disagree with it, and everybody's entitled to their opinions. I'm not saying I'm right, I'm not saying I'm wrong. Everybody's entitled to their opinions, but the thing is, I'm trying to shoot a damn video. But the thing is, it's with girls, they thrive on that attention and the affection, which is cool. But then guys do it too. Like, it's gotten to the point in this fucking generation, fucking male female fucking fight over who's fucking more dominant and shit like that, to where, to be honest, the fucking females are taking lead at hand. Which is cool, like, I guess, but then, you know, in a relationship, you kind of gotta be open to both parties. But like I said, this sex addiction is not where I'm like in a relationship and I'm going and fucking cheating and all this other fucking shit, like some of these fucking sex addict dumb motherfuckers that you see on these sex shows to where they're in a relationship, they go fuck 5 or 6 fucking girls, guys, whatever their damn preferences and shit like that. I'm not like that. I like having sex with the relationship that I'm in. But it just fucking kills me when the thing is about the calming stage and it uprises and it calms and stuff like that. Which I guess I got to be more understandable too with her because she works a lot, I work a lot. So there's not really a lot of time we get with like each other. You know, and then when we do, we're mostly tired. So we're kind of adjusting to that. But anyway, those are kind of my addictions. I have some other ones that I really can't think of right now.
Work? You're addicted to work?
Well, yeah, I guess I'm like...
Really?
A lot of people say I'm really addicted to my work, which I don't want to... in my eyes, I don't think I'm addicted to work. In my eyes, I think is that with work or whatever, that I want to keep getting better and better and better and better and better, and I won't ever stop getting better and better and better because I'm constantly learning shit. If I'm not tattooing, I'm drawing. If I'm not drawing, I'm learning something about films or special effects or modeling shit or try to recruit people. I'm constantly on the move from when I wake up to where until I go to bed. But I mean, it's kind of calmed down now.
You're not on the computer so much.
I used to be, yeah, that's addiction too. I'm sorry. People, I'm going to say this shit too, because a lot of people are like, Facebook and all this shit ain't an addiction. That's fucking bullshit. Facebook is a addiction. I mean, you cannot tell me, and I don't give a fuck who you are, you could be the busiest person in the fucking world, I guarantee you check your Facebook at least once a day. Guarantee it. See? Guarantee it that you check your Facebook once a day. I'll tell you even a story. I tried for one day when my daughter was here, one day where I wouldn't check my Facebook at all.